Well, good afternoon, everybody. At least it'll be afternoon by the time this gets posted. Tina and I are back to give you another show. And today what we're going to do is we're going to finish up the 20 crew job from the last operating session, which didn't quite get done, which was fine because it was a heavy day. And we're going to go ahead and drop off the cars that you see behind these two locomotives, which is a string of about 12. I'm going to drop them off, and then we're going to come into the yard and we're going to pick up our train, which is going to consist of about 14 cars out of the yard here. And then we're going to do an air test, and we're going to take them back over to the Irvin rolling mill, and we're going to drop it off for the regular crew for the next operating session. So basically we're just helping out today. We've got an extra crew called, and we're going to go ahead and swap cabooses as well while we're doing this. And then the next operating session should be pretty interesting for whoever gets this job. So let's take a look and see what we're doing here. So we'll start out by cutting our power away and heading down to the yard ladder and making a reverse move, then grabbing our cars, doubling our train together to the caboose, and heading out of Dodge. And that's the wrong way. Let's try that again. There we go. And enough of that crazy bell. We've already checked to see, and we don't need any fuel in these engines today, so we'll just let them go back, and we'll let the fuel truck catch up with them eventually. Alright, that's good. Let's get this train double together. First two cars we need are here on 3-track. They were set off by the yard crew earlier when we were doing some classifying. So these two are easy to grab. And of course it didn't make. That's typical because now we're doing a video. So it's all got to go wrong. Ignore the giant skewer from the sky. There we go. Let's give it a stretch and see if we got them. Which we do. Okay. We'll give the conductor a minute to put the air in. Knock the brakes off. Make sure there's no chocks under the wheels and all that good stuff. And we'll go over and we'll grab 5-track. And that will do right there. Ignore the giant hand. And we'll back up and couple up to 5. And then start putting the air in. Alright, we got a good one that time. Give it a stretch anyway. We're going to check it. Yep, we got it. Alright, let's get some air in this thing, get some brakes knocked off, and we'll go all the way down to the end of 0-track and we'll grab the caboose. Well, fortunately our yard master was looking out the window and realized that we had coupled up to the wrong track. We didn't want to take 5, we wanted to pull 4-track. So we're going to pull 4. And we're going to go ahead and grab the caboose that's down at the end of 0-track, since we're swapping cabooses out, and put the air in, do a quick air test, grab a cup of coffee, and we will reposition ourselves along the line to see if we can get some decent shots of this train as it heads over to the Irvin mill. And there's not going to be a whole lot of switching in this one. It's just going to be couple up and go, but we'll try to get a couple of spots out on the main track that look pretty decent. Get a little bit of running time in. It's not too often that the yard crew gets out of the yard and gets to go kind of stretch their legs a little bit. So we'll let them do that today and head over to Irvin, and we'll see you out there along the main. Well, it sounds like they're on their way. Apparently the crew got their coffee and they're ready to go. So we're going to look and watch as they pass the caboose the inbound crew dropped off, sorry. And stand by. They're going to have to blow for the Grand Avenue extension crossing here. It looks like the crew that takes over on the regular shift is going to have quite a bit of switching to do when they get loaded this train. Now let's see where else we can catch these guys as they're rolling through the countryside. Yeah, we get to see the crew rolling past Atlas Cement, which is a busy place on its own. These two SW1500s are just exactly what this crew needs. They're powerful enough, they're small enough, they can handle all the curvature. And I don't know if anybody had noticed, but there's been an upgrade to my fleet thanks to John Dietzen, who, with collaboration with myself and another, have created the accurate 3D printed sand fillers for Union locomotives. I don't know if anybody took notice of that or not, but we'll see if we can get a decent up-close shot here shortly. As we see the crew coming by the tower, if you look carefully at the long hood end of these locomotives, you'll see the sand fillers that John Dietzen made, and they really are a game changer when it comes to the accuracy of these locomotives. A little bit of blue Conrail paint on them, a little bit of weathering, and they blend right in exactly the way they're supposed to. So kudos to John, and thank you to Scott for helping, and all those involved to make this project worthwhile and to make it happen. Anybody that models the Union that's interested in these, you can reach John via email and place an order at john.dietzen, D-I-E-T-Z-E-N, @yahoo.com. John Dietzen @yahoo.com. He'll be more than happy to print them out and mail them out, and he does an excellent job. And as our crew swings into view in the background, they come around the loop and up to the diamond, and as you can see right in front of you, there are stop signs at the diamond. This is our elementary level traffic control, but it works. Crews in every direction have to stop, verify that there is no cross traffic, and if there are other crews working, get a hold of them on the radio and let them know, hey, we'd like to use the diamond. And if there's nobody using the diamond, then we 2 to go. Here we go. 5 mile an hour over the diamond. It's a pretty tight curve on this end. It's 15 degrees. And once we clear the diamond, we can stop trying to sell ice cream. And just bring it across at 5 miles an hour. It may seem kind of futile to do this, however, this keeps things on the rail. And with the few last car lengths, our crew arrives at Irvin, and they will then taxi back to the yard and probably get a switch list or two, which I'm sure they're not very happy about, but they will taxi back and they'll get lunch, and then they'll start doing their normal routine of switching. But whoever gets this job next, you're in for a treat. And as we bring it to a stop, we thank our extra crew for handling this job, making things easy, and we'll see you guys next time. Probably going to be an op session next time. Stand by. We'll let you know. Have a great weekend.